Entry-level employment. What is VRE all about, folks? Is it really all about entry-level employment? I just want you to know the answer is no. That term doesn't appear in the regulations or statutes. There's no such thing as entry-level employment as being a requirement for veterans. Like, oh, we only trained entry-level employment. Well, what does that even mean? Entry level? They don't define that, do they? Often, and I've seen it in documents, repeatedly, and I've pushed back against that. I've also seen artificially where they require like, oh, job growth must be over 10%. No, that's not true. That's not true. But I've seen it. These are things that they tell veterans that are false. To try to steer veterans into programs that are easily approvable, where when they get audited, there won't be a lot of pushback. But if you approve something like lawyer, like me, or you approve doctor or something like that, you better believe somebody's going to be looking over that case file with a jaundiced eye. And so there's a disincentive, in my opinion, to approve some of these higher level trainings. One of the things that I focus on in my practice and have focused on for a long time is making sure that veterans become leaders in society more than we already are. The more of us become doctors, lawyers, professors, psychologists, you name it, get veterans into these senior levels of authority and decision making so that we can help our country heal from these, past many decades of problems, and I am maybe biased, but I think veterans are uniquely positioned to help our country get fixed. And I'm committed to making sure that as many veterans as possible, at least on my watch, make it from point A to point B and become leaders, whatever that means for them, leader in your church, leader in your town, leader, in your county, in your state, in your company, whatever it is. But a leader, somewhere, do something to give back, and make sure that our country is, better for our kids and our kids' kids. So, so yeah, this whole thing of entry level employment, it's garbage. It's not real. VRE is required to help you train to a level that is considered uh, generally needed to a suitable level of employment. Okay,